Hello students, so today we learn about polynomials in graph. So what happens is this, you have x and y coordinates in a graph, and in case of the values that you get in polynomials, it can be plotted on a graph. So the zeros of a polynomial p of x are actually the coordinates of the points where the graph of y equal to p of x intersects the x axis. Let us take some example to understand this statement. So let us take this example. Okay, we have the x axis and y axis over here, and we'll just plot a graph and see what happens. So I've plotted a line passing through both the y-axis at this point and x-axis at this point. Okay. Now what it says is the zeros of a polynomial p of x. Let's say the equation of this line is y equal to p of x. Okay. Are the coordinates of x-axis. So zeros of a polynomial are coordinates, zeros of a polynomial p of x, okay, are coordinates of x-axis. So that means it says that this value lies over here where the graph of y equal to p x intersects x-axis. So this is what we have drawn. This line, the equation of this line is y equal to p of x, okay, and this intersects the x-axis at this particular point. So you will be able to this particular line or equation for that matter will have zeros of x-axis because it is intersecting the x-axis at a point. So if it intersects the x-axis at one point, then that means that particular equation will have 1 0. If it intersects at 2 points, then it will have 2. And if it intersects at more than 2, it will have those many. So depending on the number of intersections, it will have those many zeros. Okay, let us let us solve few examples to understand this statement further. So we have 3 examples on our screen, and if you look at these 3 examples, you will find that you have 3 different graphs. Okay, in our first case over here, we see that this line intersects only the y-axis. Okay, it does not intersect the x-axis. That means this will have no zeros. See, what I just said was, in order to have a zero of a polynomial in p of x, then we need that this line should cross at least at one point on the x-axis, but this is not crossing. This is only crossing the y-axis. Whereas in this case, if you notice, it is crossing the y-axis, but then it is going to cross the x-axis at one point. So this will have 1 0. And if you go to look in the third example, what it shows is that it crosses the x-axis at 1, 2 and 3 points. So this will have 3 zeros. Okay, all of these are showing zeros of a polynomial p of x. Okay, let us take 3 more examples to understand the same concept. Yeah, so in these 3 examples that we see now, we see in our first example, it cuts the x-axis at 2 points. This is the point of origin marked as O. So this will have 2 zeros. Whereas in this case, it crosses at 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this will have 4 zeros. And then in case of this, we have 1, then 2 and 3. So this will have 3 zeros. So understood? So wherever on a graph, where if it is given y equal to p of x, then, and if you're asked to find how many zeros that particular graph will have, then in that case you will only have to check for how many places the particular line is crossing the x-axis, and the number of points wherever the line crosses x-axis, those many times, those many number of zeros are there of that particular polynomial. Okay, a polynomial of degree n can have at the most n zeros. That means to tell so that a quadratic, for example, a quadratic polynomial. How, in which form is a quadratic polynomial? Quadratic polynomial will be in this form where the degree, highest degree is 2. So 2x, 3x plus 1. Okay, so this is a quadratic polynomial. Now in a quadratic polynomial, depending on the number, the highest degree, those many zeros will be there. So if the highest degree is 2, then it will have 2 zeros. Okay, and if it is, let's say if it is a cubic polynomial, in a cubic polynomial it will be 3x cube plus 2x square plus x plus 1. Okay, the highest degree is how much? 3. So this will have 3 zeros. So in the next class we'll learn about the zeros of a polynomial, as to how do we get zeros of a quadratic polynomial and verify their relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. Thank you.